Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Thank you everyone that submitted questions for my Doctor Who Q&A this week. Generally, a lot of questions about Clara as well as what's going to be going on in the Christmas special, so I'll try and address everything. There is still a big mystery about whether or not Jenna Coleman's leaving, so it's always possible that if she is leaving, she could still stay on for a couple episodes in Series 9 as they make a transition to a new companion, like they did with Martha. I do think that whatever the story of the Christmas special is, it won't only address that. There'll also be a unique story, like a one-off story, just like there normally is. Careful for spoilers though if you haven't seen the episode yet, so let's get started. Question number 1. Jilly G asks, if the Master had been saving people's minds since humans first developed concepts of the afterlife, why didn't Clara and the Doctor already know about 3W? And do you think that they'll bring Clara back for the Christmas special? Yes, just to address that, yeah, Clara I think is going to come back. They'll at least address what is going to be happening with her character. I don't think she'll be part of the storyline that we saw in the trailer. I mean, obviously, Nick Frost's Santa character addressed her directly, so I think he'll be the connective tissue between what's going on in the North Pole with the monster and the Clara story. There are just so many things that they still have to address with Danny Pink, namely Orson Pink. You can't get his grandson without him having a son or a daughter. It's possible that we could see like a super prego Clara. If the show moves in real time, it would be less than 9 months. Strax kept going on and on about fluid retention in the premiere, and they kept throwing the idea of having children in Clara's face all season. It just feels like Clara being pregnant would be the most logical way to wrap all those things up, and it would be a compelling reason for her to not travel with the Doctor anymore. The Doctor already said no hanky-panky on the TARDIS, just because he didn't want more TARDIS babies like River. Technically, you would get another River Song type baby if Clara was pregnant and continued to travel in the TARDIS. Just to address the 3W question, it could be a situation where it's all in Dr. Chang's head, like the Master fooled him into thinking that they were a public company that did all those things that he explained in his office with Clara and the Doctor. The less likely explanation is that the Master's changes to the timeline just hadn't caught up with Clara and the Doctor yet. I think the most likely explanation is that the Master was fooling everyone, and 3W really wasn't as public of a company as Dr. Chang believed it to be. Question number 2. Killer Cookie asks, I don't understand why Missy did not regenerate. So I don't think we're going to get an official explanation until the next time she appears, and I would be just amazed if she appeared in the Christmas special. I don't think it's going to be till sometime during Series 9 or even later than that. The best theories I've seen so far are that the Cyber Briggs gun transported her somewhere else, and that the Doctor transported her somewhere else with her compact the instant before the Briggs gun hit her. When you look at her here, it's really like she's dematerializing, not exploding. A normal Cyber Blaster would have just stunned her or caused her to regenerate. So the other possibility is that that is not the real Missy, and that is why she didn't regenerate. Like it wasn't a true Time Lord body. I just think it was like a life model decoy situation. Like Missy somehow fooled them into thinking that the person we saw standing in the graveyard was the actual Missy, when it wasn't. Just to go against the Cyberbrig theory for a second, I feel like the salute moment was so sacred, or meant to be so sacred, that Moffat wouldn't take that back by explaining that the Cyberbrig saved Missy. So for now, I'm just choosing to believe that that wasn't really Missy that was killed. Question number 3, Salem asks, did you notice Clara's eyes in the opening sequence? Yeah, I actually think that that was them paying off all the Dr. Oswald moments in Series 8. They'd spent multiple scenes in multiple episodes with her either pretending to be the Doctor or just doing things that only the Doctor does. It could be part of something bigger, but until we get more information or Moffat explains it in an interview, I'm just going to think of it as like a one-off thing, just something fun that they did. Question number 4, Brill Chan asks, do you think that the brig is totally blown up, or is he flying around in space now? That would be totally awesome if they did a Cyber Brig story with him just having adventures off on his own. I think Tumblr can definitely help out there, but in the official canon, I think he's gone in a cloud of cyber parts. I don't think he's coming back. Question number 5, Mitchell asks, do you think that Missy gave the Doctor the correct coordinates for Gallifrey, and he was just forgetting it was in another dimension? Yes, I do think that's true, but also a number of other people in the comments have pointed out that the coordinates, like the actual coordinates that Missy gave him, were the same coordinates that the 4th Doctor gave during Periods of Mars. So when she said Gallifrey is where it's always been, she was really being truthful. Question number 6, Drew asks, what do you think Nick Frost meant during the Christmas trailer when he said, it can't end like that? I think that he's just going to force the Doctor to come clean with Clara about Gallifrey, and that Clara will come clean about Danny Pink. I think they'll have a moment that provides some real closure for her time on Doctor Who. So you could say Santa is getting them the gift of closure for Christmas, which is all a fan could ever ask for. Like I said, I feel like Pregnant Clara would be the best way to wrap that up. Question number 7, Chaz asks, what do you think about the controversy over people being upset after the last episode? Yeah, the don't cremate me thing, I thought that was complete rubbish. I usually ignore stuff like that. I think most of the complaints were coming from inside the UK, but it happens in America all the time. Anytime something crazy happens on TV or movie or in a book, a small group of people will always flip their shit and scream at broadcasters. Anytime people get upset like that online, I always picture the big mob from South Park. Question number 8, Danny asks, who is your favorite Doctor? So I would say right now it's still Matt Smith, followed closely by David Tennant. I think it's still a little early in Capaldi's run to lay judgment on him. I'm going to give him Series 9 and then I'll try and put him into context with the other Doctors. I always try and keep an open mind about new actors, especially the secondary ones, like the companions as well as the guest actors. None of them are super sacred to me. I enjoy them all, but usually I watch Doctor Who hoping to feel happy, and both Matt Smith and David Tennant made me feel pretty happy, as opposed to depressed or freaked out. Question number 9, Dark Nico Studios asks, how possible is it for Santa Nick Frost to be an exiled Time Lord? That would be super crazy. I don't think they're going to do that. He was able to knock on the TARDIS door, so he's special, but I think he'll be like a highly evolved being. A number of people in the comments have pointed out that they think that he's like a real Santa Claus, like the show is going to say Santa is a real person, and that's who Nick Frost is going to be. They kind of did it with Robin Hood, but I think that there'll be some sort of timey-wimey explanation where Santa is like a highly evolved alien being and Santa Claus at the same time. Or Santa will have been an alien the whole time or something like that. But I don't think that he's going to turn out to be a Time Lord, as awesome as that would be. Question number 10, Ultimate Gaming asks, is Michelle Gomez Scottish or English? Yeah, there were a whole bunch of people that asked about Missy's Scottish accent. Just to answer your question, Michelle Gomez is from Glasgow, just like Peter Capaldi. I think part of the reason that Missy speaks with a Scottish accent is because it comes naturally to Michelle Gomez, the actress, and on set they thought it worked. In the context of the character, I think that the Master would choose a Scottish accent just because she's obsessed with the Doctor. Or we can call her the Mistress. I'm mixing pronouns a lot, but you get the idea. The Master, the Mistress, same character. Based on the first time we saw her in Deep Breath though, I think that the Master regenerated into Missy long before the 11th Doctor regenerated into Scottish 12. So I'm just choosing to think of it as like a little bit real life influence, little bit obsessive Master character. Thank you everyone that submitted questions. These are always a ton of fun to do. There's still a whole bunch of questions left for the Christmas special to answer, so fingers crossed that everything is wrapped up with a bow. And congratulations to this week's giveaway winner, Raggedy Girl. You win the Amazon gift card. Just be sure to message me on my channel or Twitter or Facebook somewhere for details. Just to answer the question about bonus videos between now and the Christmas special, since we do have about 7 weeks, what I'm probably going to do next is like an early Series 9 video for some things that I'm really hoping to see. Also, be sure to leave any special requests you guys have for videos in the comments. But I will be posting another bonus video this coming Saturday. I'll probably do at least 4 or 5 bonus videos between now and the Christmas special. And once Doctor Who is over, once the Christmas special is done, I'll be doing Sherlock videos for Series 4. They will be filming the Series 4 Christmas special in January, but they won't be filming the actual episodes for Series 4, like the main episodes, till later in the year. So lots of Sherlock, lots of Doctor Who stuff coming this Christmas and January, so get really excited about that. Right now, you can click here for my finale video, and you click here for my episode 11 video. Thank you so much for watching, so let's all high five, and I'll see you guys tonight.